Check this out. It's the Olympus PEN. Everybody's talking about these brand new micro four thirds digital cameras nowadays, and that's because they're putting professional features into the hands of people that don't necessarily want to carry around a giant camera and don't necessarily want to deal with dealing with all kinds of difficult to manage manual settings. The micro four thirds format is going to allow you to have a small body camera, a camera that's about this, just a little bit larger than a point and shoot, but it's going to give you the ability to also use third-party lenses. So you can use multiple lenses with your camera. So depending on the type of shooting that you want to do, interchangeable lenses are definitely an option. And what's also incredible about this new Olympus PEN camera is that it provides some extraordinary video. You may have seen the TV commercial that's out there right now that shows the camera was or the commercial was actually shot with this camera. I actually ran around and shot some sample footage with it, and as you can see, it's actually extraordinarily high quality. Even in low light situations, you still get some really solid looking video with the Olympus PEN. Now, looking at the front of the camera, you notice that it does come with a kit lens. This kit lens is a 14 to 42 millimeter zoom lens, and also a very high quality lens. You're going to find that the quality of pictures that come off this camera right out of the box are really good. It has a pop-up flash, and you can see it pop up right there. Pop-up flash, it is automatic if you are in automatic mode, but you do have full control over that flash. Now on the side here, we do have your zoom control located right here, and then right in front of that is your manual focus ring. Now your manual focus can be enabled and disabled through the software, and the actual user interface of this camera is very easy to use. You can release your lens with this button located right here, and that's going to allow you to change out your lenses. Of course, you can choose between any of the micro four thirds lenses that are available on the market right now. And there are quite a few of those lenses available now, and as we go forward, there are going to be many more out there on the market. On the top, you see that we do have a very simple operation here. You've got your shutter button, you've got your on-off switch, and you've got the very familiar mode ring located right here. Now, right now we are in video mode, but you do have various scene modes, your full manual mode, aperture priority mode, your program mode, and of course eye auto, which is going to allow you to take photos without having to put any thought into any of the settings. Now, looking at the back, it doesn't look very much different than any point and shoot you've probably ever used before. You do have a button to enter into play mode. You've got your menu button to take you into the menu system of the camera. You've got the info button, which is going to allow you to put different types of information up on the screen. And then, of course, your basic functions located right around here. You've got your exposure control, your flash control located right here. And right down here, of course, you have your self-timer and shooting mode located right down here. And then, of course, your trash button is right here. This button right here is for shooting video. So actually, while you're shooting video, you can still shoot stills as well. Take a look at the menu system, which again is really quite simple to use. You simply push this button right here, and that gives you full access to all of the manual controls right here in the camera, and you can see that they are all there. You have full control over white balance, aspect ratio, pixel density. You can control the exposure, the spot metering, the auto or manual focus, face detection, the ISO. It's all right here and very easy to get to. Of course, also you do have your full setup located right in here, and as you can see, you do have full image stabilization. You have the option for exposure bracketing, lots of different ways to manipulate your photos when you're in manual mode. But then, of course, you can just switch over to eye auto mode, which is going to allow you to take great pictures in any situation whatsoever. So really easy to operate camera right here. Now, over here on the side of the camera is where you're going to have access to your HDMI port and, of course, your AV port located right there. Now, because this does shoot HD video, you will be able to output that directly to your big HD TV. And on the bottom is where you're going to find your rechargeable battery and where your SD card slot goes. So you have your SD card right there and your rechargeable battery located right there. One of the other fantastic things about this camera is that it sits sort of right between high-end point-and-shoots and digital SLR cameras. In fact, the image quality from this Micro Four Thirds camera is right on par with any of the lower-end digital SLR cameras out there. So if you've been thinking about getting a digital SLR, you may want to rethink that. If your rationale for getting a DSLR is that you just want to be able to take better pictures, you might want to take a look at this, because this camera is much easier to tote about, easier to take pictures with, and the image quality is going to be just about the same. So you should definitely investigate this, because these are a brand new format that's out there and is really taking off. And of course, again, video quality is astounding. The image quality is astounding. These are very, very nice cameras. So you should definitely go check this out. The Olympus PEN E-PL1. It's brand new and it's available right now. To get more information on the Olympus PEN E-PL1 HD digital camera, do a search on Tiger Direct for 083-1342.